Clubbers 25 Days of Disney going on. We are on day 17, and I'm Amanda.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Mike.
And today, we have a slew of DVDs down here. We're talking Disney conspiracy theories. And so, Mike, would you like to begin?
About the kids.
About the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids that go missing in Disney parks, kidnapped and forced to work on the Small World ride. And you never see them again.
Is that all?
What else you want? The kids go missing. They're never heard from again. And then we see little kids working at Disney.
You mean the puppets on It's a Small World?
The
Yeah, they're actual
animatronics?
kids. They're actual kids.
Okay.
So that's your thing. And where'd you get that from?
Family Guy.
Okay.
You saw it first on Family Guy. Now we're talking about it here.
It makes sense though.
So there is a conspiracy theory that the girl who owned Jessie in Toy Story 2 and then gave Jessie away is actually Andy's mom.
Which I could see that
Yeah.
making sense, because if you look at Toy Story 2, it seems like the Woody show is an older TV show, which would make sense for Andy's mom's age and why she would give Andy a a Woody toy to kind of connect her childhood to his.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
And that they show with the time period that Andy's mom, like what her age could be, would be around what they were showing, like the different retro bedroom set for where Jessie was always at.
Right. It makes sense. And it seems like the bedroom setup was similar to Andy's in a way.
Was it? I never paid attention.
It will, it was a very faint flashback, but it seemed similar to where that could have been the house she grew up in.
That's
You know,
interesting.
it's common still that, kids inherit the house that they grew up in and raise their kids in it, and the kids have their old bedrooms. So it could have been a thing. All right, next conspiracy theory has to deal with Tarzan and Frozen. We're going to be making another connection there. But theory is that Anna and Elsa's parents, on their way to, wherever they're sailing off to, on the way, she has a baby. The queen has a baby. And they get shipwrecked in the jungle in Africa. And that baby is Tarzan. And unfortunately, the parents still die. So the funeral makes sense in, Frozen. But, the theory is that Tarzan and, Elsa and Anna are related. We already know about Tangled and Frozen being related because we saw Rapunzel in the movie on the way to the wedding.
And she doesn't have her blonde hair, she has her brown hair.
Right.
So if you're looking for it, it's not going to be the very long blonde hair.
No, because she's with Eugene, and she has the short hair, still the purple dress, but you see it. But then another way to, Tarzan connection is that Belle is Jane's mom, is related to Jane in some way and form, because we see Mrs. Potts, the tea set, in the campground scene.
Oh, yeah, with Trash in the Camp.
Trash in the Camp song.
I didn't think that could be why they put that Easter egg in there, is maybe that Jane...
It could have been Easter egg, but it gave, a way to a conspiracy theory that they are somehow related. Yellow dress, brown hair, blue eyes.
I've actually never heard that one.
Belle
ever.
has hazel eyes, but but the Beast had blue eyes. So,
It makes you wonder when they stick this stuff in the Disney movies.
is it to create a conspiracy theory? Is it
Just to stick it in there.
just to stick it in there? In Beauty and the Beast, there is, we see Aladdin's carpet in there. And we also see Timon.
They know
Or
what
not
they're
Timon,
doing.
I'm sorry, we see Pumbaa in there during the Bonjour song.
They know what they're doing. So in Up.
Already a sad movie.
Yeah. The old guy, Carl, he dies the night before going to the retirement home. Or the Shady Oaks or wherever he's supposed to go.
Shady Oaks.
Shady Oaks. He dies. And he doesn't make it there.
And so all that's just like
A dream.
I think it's him. Or maybe it's like what he wanted to do with his life before he died. He's actually seeing it.
Okay.
And before he dies.
That'd be really sad if that's what they really did. That would be cool if he actually went on that adventure and floated up in the sky with the balloons.
With Russell.
Or wait, do you think that him floating up in the sky with the balloons is a metaphor that he's like floating up to heaven?
Oh, I've heard that one.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Probably. Perhaps.
It's already a sad movie to begin with, and now you just made it even sadder.
It's okay. Disney knows what they're doing. So does Pixar. Aladdin is set in a post-apocalyptic world.
So, Aladdin is, it's set in Agrabah, but the theory behind it is that in that desert landscape, it's after,
nukes went off.
and so everything's a desert.
And so this ever either.
Right, I've heard this conspiracy theory that, that's why the genie knows about Disney World. He knows about,
You've never heard this, Jennifer?
He knows so many different things because he's
this is seriously
for so long.
brand new. I've heard this other stuff here and there, but never that one.
Yeah, that Agrabah is just, a post-apocalyptic kingdom. So, in the desert makes sense if, the earth burned up basically, and we kind of started anew.
That is.
Because their style of clothing, well, it is, Middle Eastern.
What the heck?
Well, given the temperature and the landscape, that makes sense. That's why the genie knows so much.
Okay.
That's why the parrot can talk, because it's radiated.
That's why the carpet can fly? I don't know. We are on the path of Wall-E. We know this. This isn't a conspiracy theory. We know we're on this path. The people in the chairs, the screens, being in our faces all the time, and us not paying attention to the real world like you're doing right now. And, meals coming in a cup. Very conveniently. We don't have to walk anywhere. We've got those segways, we've got the hoverboards, we've got, cars are kind of a necessity depending on how far you're going. But we've got all these ways to not move. There's ways you don't have to leave your house. You can buy groceries, get it delivered to you. You can work from home. You don't have to leave your house.
And they're all living on a giant floating cruise ship in space because they destroyed the Earth.
Because the Earth got destroyed due to human pollution. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's actually happening. That's just I'm going a little crazy here. I'm sorry. But we're heading down this path. So...
Recycle your garbage.
Reduce, reuse,
recycle.
Yes. Alright guys, if you got any more conspiracy theories you'd like to mention or talk about, chat down in the comments. And we will see you next time continuing on our 25 Days of Disney. So, peace out, Stub Clubbers. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications, and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Bye guys.
Don't forget to spay or neuter your pets.
That's important too.